Have you ever stopped to really think about why so many people seem to just fade away right after hitting 80? It's down to these 4 sneaky, powerful culprits that quietly undermine vitality. Reaching that 80-year mark is an incredible achievement, a true badge of resilience, but pushing through with real strength and spark beyond it demands more than sheer luck or wishing on a star. It calls for keen awareness and proactive steps. You see, as the years pile on, for subtle yet formidable forces start working against the body in ways that aren't always obvious at first. These aren't the dramatic villains like accidents or sudden illnesses, they're the quiet ones that erode from within, and sadly, most folks don't discuss them until the warning signs scream too loud to ignore. Too often, people overlook how these hidden threats are sapping their daily energy, fogging up their sharp memories, and chipping away at their overall well-being until the toll becomes irreversible and life starts feeling like a shadow of what it once was. In this video, we're diving deep to expose the 4 authentic reasons why thriving long past 80 becomes such a battle for the majority. These insights aren't pulled from thin air, they're rooted in decades of rigorous medical research, cutting-edge studies, and the raw, unfiltered experiences of real people who faced them head-on. Once you wrap your head around them, it shifts your perspective. This isn't some impossible chase for eternal youth. It's about fiercely guarding your inner strength, your hard-won independence, and that profound sense of peace you've built over a lifetime, so you can savor every moment with purpose and power. Hang tight until the very end. The 4th reason could hit you like a bolt from the blue, and truthfully, it might be the most pivotal piece of the puzzle for turning things around. Let's jump right in and empower ourselves. Reason 1, that insidious silent inflammation accelerating the aging clock at breakneck speed. One of the most formidable enemies to longevity after 80 isn't some external assault, it's an internal uprising that simmers undetected for years. Medical experts term it inflammaging, this persistent, low-grade chronic inflammation that methodically damages cells, tissues, and vital organs without flashing any early red flags like acute pain or swelling. Unlike the visible puffiness from a twisted ankle or a nasty cut that heals up quick, this is a deep-seated, systemic firestorm built up over time from a cocktail of culprits: chronic stress that floods the body with cortisol, diets heavy in processed sugars and unhealthy fats, skimpy or disrupted sleep patterns, a sedentary lifestyle that lets toxins linger, and even everyday environmental exposures like air pollution or chemical residues in food and water. At first, it might not register as discomfort, but its tentacles reach far, compromising your heart's rhythm, muddling brain function leading to cognitive fog, stiffening joints to the point of daily aches, and even weakening your immune defenses, making you more susceptible to infections and chronic conditions. Consider George, that spry 82-year-old who steered clear of smoking and drinking, made his daily walks a ritual, and kept a positive outlook. Yet, he found himself battling unexplained fatigue, persistent stiffness that slowed his steps, and mental haziness that made simple decisions feel like puzzles, all while his routine blood tests flashed green lights. It wasn't until a thorough specialist dug deeper that they uncovered elevated inflammatory markers, CRP and cytokines, brewing silently for decades, no headline-grabbing disease, just this relentless undercurrent eroding his vitality from the core. As we age, the body's natural anti-inflammatory mechanisms, like efficient immune regulation and robust cellular repair, start to falter, so those once harmless indulgences from your 50s or 60s, such as late-night junk food binges, marathon desk sessions, or inconsistent rest, now exact a steeper price after 80, ramping up risks for everything from Alzheimer's and cardiovascular issues to frailty and even shortened lifespan. But flip the script, there's real hope here, because combating this doesn't require fancy gadgets or expensive treatments. Some of the mightiest defenses are straightforward, accessible, and often cost-free, prioritizing anti-inflammatory whole foods like berries, leafy greens, fatty fish rich in omega-3s, and turmeric-spiced meals, committing to daily movements such as brisk walks or gentle yoga to flush out toxins, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep to let the body reset, and incorporating stress busters like meditation or deep breathing exercises. Change won't happen in a flash, but these consistent habits steadily douse the flames, giving your body the fighting chance to remain robust, resilient, and full of life well beyond 80. Reason 2, the gradual muscle erosion that breeds weakness, instability, and devastating falls. Starting around age 60, the body begins shedding muscle mass at a rate of about 3 to 5% per decade, but after 80, this loss, known as sarcopenia, kicks into overdrive, affecting up to 50% of seniors and turning everyday tasks into hurdles. It doesn't announce itself with fanfare. Instead, it creeps in through subtle shifts, that extra effort to twist open a jar lid, rising from a low chair with a groan and a push, or hesitating at stairs because your legs feel less reliable than they used to. Muscle isn't merely about brute force, it's the cornerstone of balance, a protector for your joints against wear and tear, a key regulator for blood sugar levels to ward off diabetes, and a booster for overall metabolism to keep energy steady. When it fades, the dominoes fall fast, heightened odds of slips and tumbles, bone fractures that heal slowly, and a rapid slide toward dependency that can steal your freedom overnight. Picture Frank, the vibrant 84-year-old who stayed mentally sharp, radiated cheer, and cherished his independent home life. But one ordinary afternoon, a loose rug caught his foot, leading to a shattered hip that upended everything. He'd always viewed himself as sturdy and sure-footed, but the incident revealed the muscle he'd unknowingly lost over recent years. Strength he assumed was still locked in, undermined by factors like reduced hormone levels, chronic inflammation, and inadequate protein intake. What makes sarcopenia especially treacherous past 80 is its vicious cycle. A single fall can sideline you for weeks in recovery, which accelerates further muscle atrophy, ushering in aids like walkers or canes, curtailing your adventures, and dimming the vibrancy of a once dynamic existence. Yet, this isn't a foregone conclusion. You can halt its march and even reclaim ground. Progressive resistance training stands out as the gold standard, but keep it simple. Incorporate light weights, resistance bands, or bodyweight exercises like squats and wall pushes 2 to 3 times a week. Fuel up with protein-rich foods such as eggs, Greek yogurt, lean meats, beans, and nuts, aiming for 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kg of body weight daily. Blend in aerobic activities like walking or swimming for circulation, and don't overlook vitamin D supplements if sunlight's scarce, as it supports muscle function. These aren't about chasing gym glory, they're practical investments in stability, mobility, and the power to pursue what ignites your soul, whether tending a garden bursting with color, navigating grocery aisles with ease, or greeting each dawn with confidence and grace. Muscle serves as your body's unwavering guardian, and after 80, nurturing it could be the ultimate key to not merely extending years, but infusing them with quality and joy. If you're still tuned in and these revelations are resonating deep, drop a 2 in the comments below to signal you're with us. Haven't subscribed? Do it now and hit that bell. You won't want to miss the wisdom coming your way. Your engagement is the fuel that keeps us crafting content that enlightens and empowers. Let's press on. Reason 3, fragmented, poor quality sleep that undermines both body and mind with ruthless efficiency. Sleep patterns evolve as we age, but for many, the shift veers toward trouble, difficulties nodding off, frequent awakenings that shatter continuity, or failing to plunge into those deep, restorative stages essential for renewal. And after 80, these disruptions manifest starkly in physical fatigue, cognitive slips, and diminished daily function. You might spot it in minor annoyances first, that persistent daytime drowsiness pulling you toward naps, misplacing keys or forgetting names more frequently, or snapping at small frustrations with uncharacteristic irritability. But lurking beneath is a profound sabotage. During quality sleep, the body mends tissues, the brain flushes out toxic buildup like beta amyloid linked to Alzheimer's, hormones balance out, and the immune system recharges to fend off illnesses. When rest turns shallow or interrupted, often due to age-related declines in melatonin production, underlying conditions like sleep apnea, or habits like late caffeine, those vital processes grind to a halt, heightening risks for hypertension, weakened immunity leading to frequent infections, memory lapses, mood disorders, and even accelerated cognitive decline. Take Alice, the resilient 86-year-old who dismissed her nightly awakenings, 3 or 4 times, as just part of getting old, adapting with afternoon doses. Over months, though, her sharp recall began fraying at the edges, her vitality ebbed away, and minor colds lingered far too long. Her physician illuminated the truth. Sleep isn't optional downtime, it's a cornerstone for brain health, emotional stability, and physical fortitude. By revamping her routine, she reclaimed clearer days and renewed stamina, a testament to its power. Many resign themselves to subpar sleep as an inevitable senior tax, but that's a myth ripe for busting. Reclaim it with proven strategies, anchor a consistent sleep-wake schedule, even on weekends, cut caffeine and alcohol after noon, as they fragment rest, soak in morning sunlight to reset your circadian rhythm, craft a sleep sanctuary that's cool, around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, pitch dark with blackout curtains, and whisper quiet, perhaps with white noise. Avoid long naps or limit them to 20 to 30 minutes early in the day, and weave in daytime physical activity like a leisurely walk to promote deeper nighttime. Slumber. After 80, prioritizing stellar sleep rivals nutritious eating or safe exercise in importance. It sharpens your thinking, steadies your steps, bolsters your defenses against illness, and replenishes the energy to fully embrace the rich tapestry of life you've woven. It's not chasing more hours under the covers, it's about harvesting deeper, more healing rest. Make it non-negotiable, and watch it become one of the wisest investments in your golden years. Reason 4, the profound sting of loneliness coupled with a fading sense of daily purpose. Among the most overlooked perils stalking those over 80 isn't a pathogen or a diagnosable ailment, it's the soul-crushing weight of loneliness, which ravages not only emotional well-being but physical health in tangible, measurable ways. Mounting evidence reveals that chronic social isolation and a lack of meaningful engagement can truncate lifespan more severely than some long-standing diseases, elevating risks for heart disease by 30%, stroke, dementia, depression, anxiety, and even premature death. As decades unfold, personal worlds often contract, cherished friends slip away to time, family scatters across maps for careers or new chapters, mobility challenges curb outings, and without intention, many elders find themselves adrift in solitude, not just physical aloneness, but a deeper emotional void where connections feel sparse and superficial. Reflect on Bill, the steadfast 88-year-old, widowed for 5 years with grown children in distant states. His days revolve around TV marathons, solitary meals, and meticulous housekeeping, but he confides that entire stretches pass without a single meaningful exchange. What gnaws deepest isn't the silence, it's the erosion of feeling essential, like someone's day brightens because he's in it, that his wisdom or warmth still holds value in the world. Humans are hardwired for bonds that nurture. After 80, as roles like careers, parenting, or community pillars recede, it's not mere conversation that's lost, it's the foundational sense of identity and, why bother rising today? This void disrupts immune function, alters brain chemistry toward negativity, dampens motivation for self-care, and can even spike inflammation or blood pressure. But purpose doesn't demand epic quests, it thrives in the modest, tending houseplants that flourish under your care, penning heartfelt letters or emails to distant kin, starting each day with a check-in call to a friend, scattering seeds for backyard birds to create a lively spectacle, or offering simple aid to a neighbor like sharing a recipe or a listening ear. Stepping out, even if vulnerability tugs, often ignite mutual warmth. Join a senior center for light classes, volunteer remotely via phone buddies, or explore online communities tailored for elders. Solitude can be a chosen sanctuary of strength and reflection, but unchecked loneliness signals a body in distress. So, whether you're navigating 80 yourself or supporting someone who is, pose this gentle probe: what sparks your purpose in this moment? And how will you shield and cultivate it as if it's the most potent remedy? Because, in essence, it truly is. If these insights are still captivating you and you're locked until now, chime in with a "for" below. Let me feel your presence. Not subscribed yet? Remedy that and activate the bell. Fresh revelations await. Your support is the heartbeat behind our mission to deliver content that informs, inspires, and ignites change. On we march. If you've journeyed all the way here, pause for a breath, not an alarm, but an empowered clarity that lights the path forward. Surpassing 80 is a remarkable gift, a testament to endurance, yet the stark reality is that far too many arrive there diminished, not from neglect or apathy, but because these stealthy adversaries, inflammation's slow burn, muscle's quiet retreat, sleep's fractured embrace, and isolation's heavy shadow, have been at work undetected, nibbling away bit by bit until the foundation crumbles. By the time symptoms blaze full force, the setback can feel insurmountable. But here's the turning point: knowledge equips you like armor. This video isn't designed to instill fear, it's your toolkit for action, a vivid reminder that incremental, steadfast adjustments today can profoundly reshape tomorrow, altering how you move with ease, think with crystal clarity, and feel with unbridled zest in your 80s and far beyond. So, what resonated most profoundly? Was it the revelation of inflammaging's hidden triggers and simple counters? The urgency of battling sarcopenia through targeted strength and nutrition? The transformative power of reclaiming deep sleep with intentional habits? Or the heartfelt call to combat loneliness by weaving small threads of connection and purpose? Whichever struck the chord, transform it from mere knowledge into momentum-committed shift to honor your body, nurture your mind, and fuel your spirit daily. Aging isn't synonymous with decline, it's an art of refinement, homing in on what truly sustains you, fortifying those essentials, and gracefully releasing the rest. You've navigated life's storms to earn this era of wisdom, vitality, and profound strength. Claim it boldly, without compromise. Thank you sincerely for sharing this time with us. We're eager for your voice. Drop a comment below with one key takeaway and your plan to weave it into your routine. Your insights fuel our passion and keep the conversation alive. If this sparks something valuable, show it with a like, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and share widely. Your involvement empowers us to keep producing content that educates, motivates, and transforms lives. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to connect in the next one.